Hello, and welcome to the ScrubPod podcast, where my pot of scrubs and I seek to provide high-quality entertainment. It is the last show of the year, and for my final guests, I am joined by Deck Building Derek and Slutty Scott.
Why am I a slut?
Great to be recognized as deck building Derek. Thank you, Andy.
Not so great to be recognized as a slut, Andy.
Well, it's better than Scummy Scott.
It was, yeah, we decided before you came if it was Scummy Scott or Slutty Scott. We said Scott's more slutty than he is scummy.
I suppose I'll take that, but you couldn't think of anything else.
Can you name another word that begins with the letter S?
Super?
Never heard of it.
Oh my god.
Get fucked.
I thought that was a description of a bowl.
It is. It can also be applied to me. Superfluous.
You're a bowl? You're full of soup?
Well, if I drink soup, yeah.
Sneaky, sly,
Stupid.
stinky.
Smelly.
Oh, yeah, it just gets worse.
Yeah, I think I think slutty is kind of the good middle ground there.
It's not a lot of great alliteration in S. This followed me most of my life.
Yeah. You can follow what Scotty's up to on grindr.com/scrubpodpodcast.
Don't do that.
Not true!
Listen, I've been told we need to plug the marketing a little bit better with this show.
And you got Grinder?
Listen, it was either Grindr or Blue Sky. And believe me, no one's on Blue Sky.
I believe that.
Listen, all I'm saying is that anytime there's a Republican convention in town, our viewership goes up, okay? I think our advertising works. But today, we're going to just kind of do a little bit of a reflection on the year of 2025. This year has given us many, many, many talking points. One battle after another. Avatar, Fire and Ash, weapons, sinners. I'm sure there was something else besides movies. But pop quiz, what was everyone's favorite moment of 2025 in pop culture, memes, Twitter, stupid shit online?
Ooh, stupid shit online.
I will say my favorite pop culture moment of 2025 was the launching of the ScrubPod podcast.
Oh, why? That was such flattery. You get a gold star, Scott.
Yippee, woohoo, yeah!
You got upgraded to somewhat so-so, Scott.
Yeah, it's better than sluts! Nah, you're still a slut.
Yeah, nothing's better than sluts, man. Come on. Where's your 2026 mindset, okay? But this year has been quite the year for Magic. And it's easy to get bogged down in all of the talking heads telling you about how poor the Spider-Man rollout was, or how Universes Beyond is ruining the game of Magic, or how secret layers are always so impossible to get nowadays, that we really need to focus on the most important aspect of Magic, and that's the cards. You know how the most important aspect of Cones of Dunshire is the cones? Well, the most important aspect of Magic the Gathering cards are the cards.
These are facts, people. These are facts.
These are facts. I'm stating the facts. I'm spitting gold bars because I was molested by my Uncle Midas.
That's so stupid.
That's where I go to get my car fixed. Is Midas.
Yeah, they got that golden touch.
They sure do, Andy. Hence your blonde hair.
God.
Blonde Andy. Now you know my why I'm so evil.
That's true. Blonde people doing what blonde people do.
Just blonde boys doing what blonde boys do. Making a podcast and making mom uncomfortable. But we're talking about the cards of 2025.
There were some good cards.
There were a lot of great cards. We each picked some great cards to talk about the cards. And I want to start with not only a great card, but a great car. Duh. That's right. We're going to talk about Aether Drift, which was a set. Honestly, as I was looking through trying to find the best cards of Aether Drift, I was actually like, there's a lot of good options for individual cards in there that I really like playing with. Not as much like flash and like story-wise. It was kind of mid. Maybe a little bit below mid. But Card-wise, they were great. So let's start off with my favorite car of the set, which was Salvation Engine. For 4 and a white, it's a 6/10 artifact vehicle. Other artifact creatures you control get +2/+2. When this vehicle attacks, return up to 1 target artifact card from your graveyard to the battlefield.
That's pretty good.
That's
Yeah.
pretty solid.
A 6/10 for 5 mana.
6/10 for 5 mana, and it's when it attacks. This was the year that I got really into Greasefang, and I finally decided that I was going to build a Greasefang deck. And when I saw Salvation Engine, I'm like, okay, this is the perfect card, perfect engine for a Greasefang deck, because it's an attack trigger. So you bring back Salvation Engine, you attack with it, you bring back whatever artifacts like for value, like Ichor Wellspring, or another vehicle that's like just in your graveyard that's expensive, like Reaver Titan, that you don't want to stick in your hand and just have to discard over and over again. This one sticks on the battlefield forever. So it has a lot of utility. It's a cool little karmic guide, but for vehicles and artifacts, which it works with artifact creatures.
Crew 6 is hard to get over, but it does give the +2/+2, and there are cards in the set, like this one guy who's a 0/4 that crews with his toughness, who instantly crews this to get that attack.
Yeah, and Greasefang is a 3/4, so if you have him out, and then just like any other creature, like Cynical Loner, which is 1/2, you need to. It definitely is a little bit more of an investment, but guess what? You're not attacking with these creatures anyway, and blocking is lame.
Is Greasefang an artifact creature?
No,
I didn't think so.
unfortunately. But like, you could play Ornithopter of Paradise, or Ornithopter, and it gets buffed by your Salvation Engine, and that can also help with crewing it.
Yeah, by the time you have 5 mana to get that thing going, or even Greasefang, you should have some value accrued on your board to get that steam engine, that Salvation Engine salivating.
It's Commander. How much power can you get? 5?
6?
Not enough power.
Thank God. That's a 2025 reference I don't want. But that was my favorite card from Aether Drift. Derek, what's your favorite card from Aether Drift? Or one of your favorite cards from Aether Drift? Or a card from Aether Drift?
On the topic of engines, I'm going to say Lifecraft Engine. I have my bracket 4 Magda deck where I'm actively trying to tap my dwarfs. So if that enters the battlefield and I choose dwarf, not only am I crewing it with all my dwarves to get all that treasure, but the engine itself is also a dwarf. And in my other decks that are tribal, it's perfect because it buffs all my guys.
It's kind of a I'm not sure. It's kind of like a vehicle version of what's that card I'm thinking of?
Adaptive Automaton.
Kinda. Scott, what card am I thinking of?
One of them.
All right, I'm thinking of a card between 1 and 10. That was freaky how you got that. So
I have them here in my Magda deck. I can pull
Adaptive
it up.
Automaton, or
Yeah.
no, what's the artifact from Kaldheim that makes everything?
Maskwood Nexus?
Maskwood Nexus. That's what I'm thinking of. But it works just for vehicles. But Lifecraft Engine, very cool card.
Yeah,
Scott, what have you brought to show and tell?
March of the World Ooze. 6-drop mono green enchantment. Creatures you control have base power and toughness 6/6 and are oozes in addition to their other types. And if an opponent casts a spell on your turn, on any turn that's not their turn, you get a 3/3 green elephant creature token, which also becomes an ooze because of the other half of the enchantment. I'm a big fan of just making everything big. Can you tell me anything better than a massive blobbing army of ooze?
Sluts.
You may have me beat, but imagine this. Ooze sluts with base power and toughness 6/6.
I can't argue with that. Some big, thick ooze sluts.
The dream of the Oozman's wife.
Damn.
Very classic woodblock painting.
My
from
first
feudal Japan.
my first Magic deck was Ooze Tribal. So I gotta give it to you.
Ooh.
Also, just works as a great win con. I'm planning on getting it for my a bracket 2 deck that I fully intend to punch up to maybe bracket 4, depending on how things go. In which that's going to be an alt win condition. I have 12 mana dorks in there, and everything else is just big creature or a land.
You know Raga Draga?
I do not know Raga Draga.
It's creature from Battle for Baldur's Gate.
Mm.
That it's basically he pumps Mana Dork specifically.
Oh, actually, you know what? You gave me that card. He is in the deck.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
So you do know, but you don't remember. Interesting.
I didn't recognize the name, but I know he is I believe, a boar mutant human, if I'm not mistaken.
He's lots of things.
He's lots of things, and he is great in my deck. That's what he is.
You know who's great in my deck?
Who?
Magmakin Artillerist, my next card from Aether Drift I want to talk about. Ooh. 2 in a red, 1/4 Elemental Pirate. Whenever you discard one or more cards, this creature deals that much damage to each opponent. It has cycling for 1 in a red, so you discard it and draw a card. And whenever you cycle this card, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. I love discarding cards. And more importantly, I like winning the game by discarding cards. It's like it's literally I'm trading resources to win the game. That is as much game theory as you get. Instead of accumulating value, you are actively trying to run out of resources in order to deplete your opponents. And Magmakin Artillerist is a card that we don't get enough of. These style effects, like the last one we really got was Glinthorn Buccaneer, and that really synergizes well with Pirates. But this one is just great in cycling decks. It's great in discard decks. I played it in Anya bracket 4/5 discard madness. And that was one of the win cons where I can just go through, discard my whole library, and just ping everyone.
Would you do that by drawing and then discarding, or drawing your whole library and then having a discard outlet like Psychic Frog?
Depends on the one. With Anya, she's red-black, but he has an ability where you could tap, discard a card to draw a card. Oh. And if the discarded card had Madness, you untap her. So you play a lot of shitty Madness cards.
My first thought was going to be cycling and then reducing the cost of cycling by 2 to just cycle out your entire deck.
You could do that. There's a card that does that, Fluctuator. And I've been seeing a Fluctuator deck going around in pre-modern that I really want to build. All it plays is like all the two generic cycling lands, 2 generic cycling creatures, 1 copy of a card that makes a black mana for each creature card in your graveyard, and a drain life.
Oof.
So it's like this big combo. I think it needs a little bit more work, but I think I could make it into a turn 1 kill in pre-modern.
That could be sick.
Yeah, I would love that. Anyone got another card to share?
Speaking of discarding, we have Monument to Endurance, another 3 generic mana artifact that I happen to love from Aether Drift.
You have a type.
I do. It's 3 drops. It's Monument to Endurance says whenever you discard a card, choose one that hasn't been chosen this turn. You have draw a card, create a treasure token, or each opponent loses 3 life. I run this in my Tiny Bones deck because I myself am discarding cards, usually to equip things, and it's so good. This, I think, is one of the cards that broke Standard, or what helped people win Standard this year, that and VV. And yeah, if you're discarding cards and you have this on the field, just to add to Andy's point, you're just drawing those cards back, ramping, and burning everybody. Great card. It's also $20 now. I got it for like $5.
Huh. I pulled 2 of them from packs.
They're worth a lot now.
Yeah, there's a standard deck based around them.
Yep.
And Pioneer, Greasefang plays them in Pioneer combo.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's such a good engine just to get going. Listen, discarding cards. Maybe some see it as turning your treasure into trash. I see it as turning your trash into slightly shinier trash.
Personally, I'm a fan of keeping my cards in my hand and then playing them because I put them in the deck for a reason.
Well, I keep them in the deck and then I eat them because I get hungies while my opponents take a 30-minute storm off turn that's only going to result in them having half of the cards in their deck and then passing the turn.
Fair enough.
Yeah. It's either that or I spend time on my phone. And, spending time on your phone during a game of Commander, kind of cringe.
Yo, quick side tangent. I think anyone who wants to play Commander should, at the very least, take time to understand what their opponents are doing and try to enjoy the process of watching other people play Magic, or at least keep themselves busy and engaged, like drawing on tokens or talking to people about what is going on.
I agree completely. I think if you're looking at your phone, your opponent should be able to shuffle your cards around and steal your commander and put him in spots where it's not there. It's like, oh, you guess you never cast him.
if my opponent is on their phone, I am definitely fucking with their +1/+1 counters or
Yeah.
their planeswalker counters.
Mm-hmm.
It is a bit of a pet peeve of mine, especially with the friend group that I have that's a bit newer to Magic. I'm building up a massive board state. They're doing nothing on their turns. And on my turn, they're on their phones. And I'm not one to take long turns, I don't think. But even then they go, wait. When I swing a 50-50 commander at them, they go, whoa, wait, no, I have interaction. I go, well, too bad. You should. The time to resolve that interaction was some time ago.
Yeah, it's not like you're going fast where they don't interact. They're just not paying attention to not interacting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You are simply a wizard who got lost scrying in their orb, and whose fault is that if the other wizard decides to blast you?
Listen, you got caught slacking. You were caught lurking in the Discord, and now you're trying to act like, you're doing your job as admin. But
Are your Discord kittens really that important that you gotta be texting them right in the middle of Magic?
If I eat your commander, it's your fault.
I think Cheaty McCheatface should be put into Magic once more.
what's Cheaty McCheatface?
It is a card from the Unfinity set, in which it is 2, maybe 3. It is a 2/3 flyer Jin that has the text of you may play Cheaty McCheatface at any time without paying their mana costs. But if someone catches you right away, it gets sacrificed.
Oh, dang.
So,
That's fine.
everyone's on their phones, you're on your turn, I play Cheaty McCheatface without paying its mana cost. No one's looking. I should have it.
I was playing a game of Hidden Rolls a couple of years ago, where if you've not played Hidden Rolls, it is a multiplayer format where everyone has a different character and like different goals and stuff like that. Like you have the knight, the king, and all that. And one person was like a rogue or like a thief, and they had the ability of, hey, you could just draw more cards whenever you want, but if you get caught, you have to reveal the roll, and then you lose the game instantly.
That's really funny.
And like
Whoa.
this guy made it all the way to the end. Like we couldn't figure it out. His sleight of hand skills was great. Like he ended up like drawing like 20 cards slyly,
That's awesome.
and it was just, you know what? Like, good for him. At least this one wasn't because anyone was lacking. We were all paying attention, but like someone else was just really good at distracting.
Speaking of Magic the Gathering, my other favorite gas station Magic the Gathering pack card would be Caradora, Heart of Alacria. The fact that Aether Drift is the only Magic pack that I can buy at the gas station really gets me. But Caradora is a tutor for mounts and vehicles. She says when she enters, you may search your library for a mount or vehicle card, reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle. But she also says if one or more +1/+1 counters would be put on a creature or vehicle you control, put that many +1 +1/+1 counters on it instead. So it's like Mowu, but for all your mounts and vehicles.
Oh, woo!
Very cool.
Dude, you can. She's in white, so you can blink her and get more vehicles. She's kind of like my toolbox commander.
We didn't get a whole lot of mounts this year, besides the ones in Aether Spark, right?
Thunder Junction had the start of it, and then Aether Drift had some. And I'm really disappointed because Caradora's riding on what I presume is Lagarin, her companion, who is this like beast mount with like that flies. They could have made more flying mounts. They made a dragon mount that was pretty cool, but I just want to see more mounts and interesting abilities on them, because if you're tapping down creatures to get a special ability on attack trigger, like, you can do so much with that. It doesn't have to be just vehicles.
I am pretty sad that we didn't get any Avatar mounts. They slept on that so hard.
What are you talking about? We got Sokka.
Sokka's not a mount.
Appa could have been a mount.
Appa could have been a mount. That one, I forget the name.
The rhinos
Yeah,
and the lizards.
Yeah, the lizards that with the paralyzing tongue.
Yeah,
That would have been such a cool one. That you could have done stun counters with that.
Yeah, there was a few missed opportunities there.
All right. For my next card, I present Avia Automech Artisan. 4-drop, 1-tune green. Absolutely unheard of that small a creature, but for good reason. It is an Elvish Piper in your command zone. Pay a green, put a creature or vehicle card onto the battlefield. If you put an artifact that way, you get 2 1/1 counters. And each creature that's attacking one of your opponents has trample. You telling me I get that in the command zone? That's ridiculous.
It is a cool big cheat out commander, and I do love that it gives each creature that's attacking one of your opponent's trample, meaning your opponent's stuff that's not attacking you has trample.
Exactly.
And I think that's really cool. I love effects like that where it's really incentivizing your opponents to attack someone else, not in terms of like a hey, you're just gonna get card value, but in like a hey, you're gonna kill them faster.
Yeah. It's a really fun card. I intended to build a deck out of it, but I gave it to a friend who said they were going to build a deck out of it, and then didn't. What the heck, man?
I really want this for my Mounts deck.
It's so good.
What would be your dream creature to put into play with Ovia? Specifically an artifact creature.
Artifact
Are you just going to Blightsteel Colossus in, or...
No, that's too easy. I mean, there are some funny ones I could put in. You could definitely do a couple of Eldrazi with just crazy Annihilator counts, and then, swing out big for that. But that's a little bit lame.
No, you can put it in a vehicle. You can put it in the Rolling Hamsphere.
That would be fantastic. Free rolling Hamsphere.
Parhelion 2.
Parhelion 2 would be good.
Oh, yeah.
Parhelion 2. Reaver Titan.
Hmm.
A lot of great vehicles you could put in. Aether Drift honestly, the vehicles decks this year have been really cool.
Yeah.
Like, I've been playing... One of my favorite decks that I built this year was Avalon to Grand Prix, which was my Avalon Golgari Death Touch Vehicles commander deck. And I had a blast playing that deck this year. And it wouldn't have been possible without all the hard work that Aether Drift did for writing a lot of multicolored vehicles and a lot of cool stuff, like a lot of cool cards. Like, we're not going to talk about it, but an honorable mention I have is what I call the Shipmobile, my Debris Beetle.
Debris Beetle?
It's just like the Dung Beetles, and like, but I do want to talk about one of the coolest cards in Aether Drift, the Aether Spark, which I'm gonna try and keep track of it. I'm not sure if it's actually gonna win the award, but it might win for wordiest card of 2025. So the Aether Spark is a 4-mana legendary artifact planeswalker equipment, which none of those words are in the Bible. And putting them all together, this kind of sounds like Tom York lyrics. But with 4 loyalty, it has +1, attach the Aether Spark to up to 1 target creature you control. Put a +1/+1 counter on that creature. -5, draw 2 cards. -10, add 10 mana of any one color. And it also says, here's the real wordy part. As long as the Aether Spark is attached to a creature, the Aether Spark can't be attacked and has... Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage during your turn, put that many loyalty counters on the Aether Spark. I love it. It's a Planeswalker equipment. That's never been done before. Unheard of. And I got really into equipment decks this year as well as vehicles. Big year for artifacts. This is a big artifact set year. And I think this is one of the most well-done experiments Wizards has gotten away with. I think being able to just having a planeswalker that actively scales with your creatures as the game goes on, and you're able to -5, draw 2 cards. The amount of things I would do to draw 2 cards, I'd cut off 3 fingers just to draw 2 cards. I would do anything to draw 1 card, drawing 2 cards, and here it's just, oh, you attack with a creature, you could draw 5 cards.
It's also so hard to attack it as a planeswalker because it's equipped to a creature, and then you have to remove that creature and then swing in to get it down and then try to get around all the other opponent's creatures blocking it.
Or you could abrade.
That's true.
Yeah, but
it is an artifact.
Yeah.
It is an artifact, but it also is just, who's going to play single removal in Commander?
Me.
Everyone should. But
anyone who doesn't is a fool.
Everyone who doesn't play Aether Spark or run Abrade is a fool. I agree. I think you are a fool. And speaking of fools, Scott.
So rude once again.
Okay,
Andy.
fine. Speaking of sluts, Scott.
Still not great. My next card is Radiant Lotus, and you know what? If I ever steal your Aether Spark, I'm going to sacrifice it to Radiant Lotus for the 3 colored mana. And you know what? It's a 6-drop. It's a bit much, but you know what? I have a great Mishra deck that Radiant Lotus fits into so well. Also, the fact that it can be one or more artifacts, pretty nice. I can sacrifice however many I want.
I love it for two reasons. One, creating 3 mana is just some bullshit Derek would do.
Absolutely.
You can get to cast one of your 3 mana bullshit cards.
That's true. I do love my 3 mana bullshit cards.
And two, this card was like, when it was released, it was hyped up. Everyone was like, is this legal? This is like a new load. Is this amazing? This is cool. And I'm looking at it, it's like, it's $1 now.
Yeah. It's really not that...
$1.87. Yeah, it's
For 6 mana.
It's 6 mana.
Yeah.
Make 3 once per turn. Like, it's not
Well, what do you like about it, Scott?
I mean, generally, I don't care about mana costs. I play green. I play almost always just green and something else. So I mana costs simply I do not care for. And even then, I have an artifact deck. My Mishra...
Mishra Precon?
Yeah, my Mishra Precon. I couldn't remember the name of the exact Mishra, but I get a 4/4 every turn that I can sack for 3 mana after combat. That I can then, before that, I can also copy it into whatever mana rock to tap for 3 more. It's just a nice little value piece. If you're going to make repeated tokens, you're making Power Stones, yeah, sack it. Who cares? Yeah, it's just a nice little bit of ramp. It's not the best Lotus out there, but you know what? I enjoyed it for the deck I have it in.
in the scale of 3-word combinations, sacrifice an artifact is up there with draw a card for me. I would cut 4 fingers off to sacrifice 1 artifact.
Folks at home, I'm taking another glance at Andy. They're missing a lot of fingers. There's no toes either.
I can't
There's
hold my scissors anymore. It is ridiculous.
This is what happens when you play aristocrats.
Yeah, it's just...
Thinking back, I'm remembering a very drunk Magic game in which Andy didn't have the proper tools to sacrifice things, and I said, sacrifice fingers and toes, bucko.
And who won with Blood Artist?
You were a blood artist, but you know what? You were the blood artist on your carpet floor, and there's red stains everywhere.
Who has no thumbs and drained the table with Blood Artist? This guy!
Absolutely ridiculous, folks.
So, thoughts on Aether Drift as a set, as a whole?
4 out of 10. I bought way too many cards, and they were most all of them were pretty subpar, to be quite frank. It just wasn't for me.
I would say 7 out of 10. The story was bad, and some of the bulk is in the commons are kind of garbage. But I think that there is more to build on, and the rares from that set were really cool.
I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10 because I initially thought of it as mid. A lot of the cards were kind of bulk and bad, but like the cards that are good are really good. I enjoy them. We didn't mention Stock Up, which was one of the few cards that became vintage playable this year. Incredible card, and it had some powerful stuff in there, especially like commons, uncommons, and rares. Like it was a pretty big spread of. There's something for everyone to love in Aether Drift, but it does require you to like actually dig in a bit more. But with that, we're going to move on to Tarkir Dragonstorm.
Woo!
Yeah!
Our second set of the year. The return to Tarkir after 11 years of not being there. This time, the Dragon Lords are dead, and we have new Spirit Dragons that took over. And with that, we got a bunch of cards. And I know what you're thinking. Andy, what's your favorite card from Tarkir Dragonstorm? Is it one of the new Spirit Dragons? Is it one of the new cons? Is it one of the returning cons? No, it's a regrowth. It's a World Procession. Green and a blue for an instant. Return target card from your graveyard to your hand.
Oh my gosh. I thought there was green, blue, red.
Nope.
Does that.
It's just green, blue. So I want to talk about my favorite deck from the year that I built. 73 land Jotzi.
That was pretty scary.
Where the deck is based around Spellseeker and Riptide Laboratory, and I'm just bouncing Spellseeker over and over again because Riptide Laboratory allows me to return a wizard from the battlefield to my hand. And a World Procession is one of these targets I get because it's just we don't get instant speed regrowths anymore. The last one we got was Noxious Revival, and none of them, and that didn't go to your hand. You have your Eternal Witnesses, which are creatures that bounce, but that's all around for 3 mana or at sorcery speed. This one, 2 mana, instant speed, green, blue. If you're building your mana decks right, it's easy to cast. It will always be castable. And
what is the price range of that at the moment of recording?
31 cents.
Oh my,
Oh my
god.
god.
Yeah, play it. Like, it's a regrowth.
Don't mind if I do.
Listen, you can spend your time either playing your favorite card. You can try and find 2 favorite cards in your deck, or you can have have 1 favorite card in your deck but have 2 copies of it. This is your way of doing it. In Commander, a lot of people, me especially, try and play the same card over and over again. Usually it's with different shades, but you can replace them with like tutors. And regrowth effects is just another way of playing the same card over again. But it requires a further step of you need to get rid of your first card somehow in order for this card to be valuable. Sometimes it's a dead card, but it also could just get you back what you need. 90% of the time, I Auroral Possession for a fetch land. Like, just as a ramp spell to Growth Spiral. Or, like, just allows me to just net a card.
Yeah, Sultai was very strong in that set, and I play generic Sultai Reanimator, and that's just so good, especially when you're digging through your library into your graveyard. You need to get something back really quickly. At instant speed, you can hold up that interaction for a counterspell, and then psych someone out and be like, I'm going to get my win con back.
Yeah, I like it because you can wait. You can play it like, okay, someone wipes the board, end of your turn, I'm going to get back my creature.
Exactly.
Instant speed. We don't get instant speed recursion, instant speed regrowths like this every day. But you know what I'm in the mood for? I'm in the mood for a 1/1 for green with a lot of keywords.
Oh, yeah.
I love Dragon Sniper. I love this guy so much.
Sniper.
He's a 1/1 with 3 keywords. Where else are you going to get that in? You're not going to get that in blue. You're not going to get that in red. You're only getting it in green. Get your own very own Dragon Sniper. Vigilance, Reach, Death Touch. I love this guy so much. I have him in my Bristly build deck. Oh my goodness, he's so fun to have once you get him so big. Imagine a 2020 coming at you with those keywords, and I get to hold him up as a blocker. Oh my goodness. And for just 1 green, that is a great turn 1 play. It says to everyone, hey, you want to swing at me? Sure, my guy's going to die, but he's a 1 cost. What do I care? But you lose your commander.
You are both very powerful Naya players, so I can see you both loving that power creep keyword soup.
Oh, keyword soup is fantastic. I've thought about making an Audra deck for a little while.
Perpetual keyword soup.
Yeah, keyword soup. Throw the whole sink at him. Throw in a Zephtala the Primal Dawn in there, just for because.
Zephala.
Yeah.
Listen.
Fuck them all.
The only way I will agree to play against your Atraxa deck if it's actually an Audric deck, where the Atraxa is only there because he gives Audric all the keywords. Like,
it's still just mono white.
Yeah, honestly, you can still build it in a mono white deck. I will never be mad about that. Like, yeah, play Atraxa, proliferate. I don't care. You're doing it because it's gonna give your whole board Vigilance, Death Touch, Lifelink, and Flying. Like,
that would be so funny to build. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm pulling up Moxfield as we speak while Derek talks about the next card.
Flamehold Grappler. If only it would load.
I do
on my
like that
phone.
guy. I like his art very much.
Grappler. Damn near
Hardly
killed her.
I just hardly knew her.
So
What'd you do?
for a blue.
Almost hit her with my car.
Oh no, not my grappler.
Well, she lived because she grappled it.
So
She
Flamehold.
suplexed your car?
No, Suplex was in Final Fantasy.
Ah, you're right.
So Flamehold Grappler says, first strike. When this creature enters, copy the next spell you cast this turn. When you cast it, you may choose new targets for the copy. It is a blue, a red, and a white, so it's only Jeskai and colors, but it's a 3/3 with first strike, right? So in an Enchantress or our equipment deck that I run, it goes so hard when you're playing non-legendary artifacts and enchantments, or any instants and sorceries for that matter. But to have 2 artificer classes on the board is insane. It really is nuts, because for 3 mana you're copying anything. It could be a creature, any spell, anything that's not legendary that's gonna stick around. And it's got first strike, so it's a great blocker. This with all that glitters goes nuts.
I want to copy like a molten duplication. Or like one of those spells that's like copy target creature. It gains haste until end of turn. You copy this, he copies that spell again.
Yeah, well, you have to specifically cast Flamehold Grappler. It does have an enters effect, but it is on the
Oh, it's
clause
when you
that you cast it.
Never mind then.
There-
My bad. Scott, put me down.
No!
All right, folks.
Kablamo!
It's
Scotty, how could you?
yeah.
They told me to do it.
This is just like I don't want to call myself old or anything, but I'm like Unk Yeller over here.
No, Andy, you're unk.
But I want to talk about Skirmish Rhino.
Oh my gosh.
The bane
Oh.
of Standard during the original Constant Tarkir was, of course, Siege Rhino. And this is asking the question, what if it was one cheaper? Magic in 2025 is a lot different from Magic in 2014. And I love this card. 3/4 Trample Rhino. When it enters, each opponent loses 2 and you gain 2. Technically, all the numbers on this are much smaller than Siege Rhino, but this has a unique application in very few formats, but in one of my favorite decks of all time. There's a card called Allurin, which says that each player can cast creatures with mana value 3 or less for free, and at instant speed. So you basically play a convoluted creature combo that involves returning creatures and slowly draining for 1, and you gain 1, lose 1 with Cavern Harpies and Prismatic Strix. Parasitic Strix, my bad. Here, Skirmish Rhino just takes out all the fluff and nuance. Like, it's, big idiot, drain. I'll bounce it back with this creature. Big idiot, drain. I'll bounce it back with this creature. Big idiot, drain. It's so simple.
It's in the great recursion colors. You have white for flickering, you have black and green for reanimating,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you have green for cheating out creatures from your hand onto the battlefield.
God, I love cheating creatures. It's so awesome when I don't have to pay for my Crater Hoof.
Listen, I don't remember the last time I paid 8 mana for Crater Hoof.
Neither can I, honestly. I've either Nature Lorded out or Elvish Pipered it out every time.
You guys are playing Craterhoof Behemoth.
It's a great
Yeah.
game ender.
Game changer.
Is it?
No.
No.
I was gonna say I own one. I don't think it's.
No, it's not. But it's fantastic. Even if you do have to pay for it, I mean, if you have a tokens deck, you know.
Yeah.
I am upgrading my Kit Kanto Precon, so I would consider putting that in.
Absolutely. But you wanna know what's even better than Craterhoof Behemoth? I lied, it's not better, but I still really like it. Rolling Dragonstorm. It is a 4-cost enchantment. When you put it down on the field, you get 2 basics out, and whenever you play a dragon, it bounces back to your hand. This is the first time we've got a strict upgrade to Circus Routes, or Trade Circus Routes, I believe, is the card, where it's just 4 costs, you get 2 lands.
Do you mean Encroaching Dragonstorm?
Yeah, that's the one.
Alrighty.
Rolling Dragonstorm is the red one, isn't it?
Roiling Dragonstorm is the blue one. There is no Rolling Dragonstorm.
Oh,
You are just stupid and silly.
maybe.
Stupid Scott.
Oh,
Stupid slutty Scott.
Stupid slutty Scott.
I'm never beating these slut allegations.
You're not. No.
No,
Not
but
with you and these ooze sluts.
But
I love my ooh sluts. All right, leave me and my army of ooh sluts alone.
listen, if there's one thing a dragon deck loves, it's playing more lands. So that way you have more mana to cast more dragons.
Who doesn't love more dragons?
The
I
people
know
that
I
are
want-
taking the damage from dragons.
Well, maybe, but maybe they should just run more dragons, or I don't know, a dragon sniper.
Sniper.
I hardly know her.
Oh, we have fun here at the ScrubPod podcast.
You know what's not okay? Quasi Revenant. It's spelt so weird. Where's the U? It's QARSI.
What is the...
It is Quasi Revenant. Flying Death Touch Lifelink for 1 generic mana and 2 black pips for a 3/3. With the ability Renew to exile this card from your graveyard and then put a flying counter, a death touch counter, and a lifelink counter on target creature. Activate only as a sorcery. It's just your Vampire Nighthawk, but better. Um, like strictly speaking,
Mhm.
it's stronger. You can throw those keywords on another creature. Love it in my Sultai deck. Love making my big unblockable stinky guys into flying life death touching.
See, Scott, this is how you make a keyword soup card work.
That is true.
I will say there was a lot of power creep in Tarkir Dragonstorm that went unappreciated.
Yeah,
It was definitely a 2025 set.
it sure was. And you know it was a 2025 card?
What was a 25 card?
Herd Heirloom. I think it's just a neat mana rock. It's not the best, but it's good for what it does. It's green. It's 2 generic and a green artifact. You can tap it for 1 mana, whatever. Or you can tap it, and if a creature with power greater than 4 swings, you get to draw a card. And you know what? For green, I think being able to draw that extra card basically every single turn, because you're green, you have your big creatures, you're going to be swinging. It's just nice to have out on the board to get that little bit of extra ramp.
It is neat. I'll give it that to you.
Yeah, it's not the most powerful, but it has a special little place in my heart.
Yeah. But we can talk about now?
Oh, boy.
Mardu Siegebreaker! For 1 in Mardu, for a 4/4 human warrior with Death Touch haste. Not as many keywords as your Dragon Sniper, but it has, when this creature enters, exile up to 1 target creature you control until this creature leaves the battlefield. When this creature attacks, for each opponent, create a tap token that's a copy of the exiled card attacking that opponent. At the beginning of your end step, sacrifice those tokens. My favorite Blink cards are in Mardu, because I think Mardu has the best enter the battlefield effects. And this is basically saying, hey, you could play 4 enter the battlefield effect without playing a Blade of Selves or just some stupid myriad creature. This just lets you recur so much value. There's so many great creatures you could play for 4 mana. You could just constantly play over and over again. You could do Fleshbag Marauder to have your opponent sacrifice creatures over and over again. You could do Skyclave Apparition to exile your opponent's creatures. You could do Recruiter of the Guard to tutor 3 more creatures, or Imperial Recruiter, tutor everything. You could do there's so many cool Mardu enters the battlefield effects that I love this card, and being able to abuse it is very, very fun.
That's beautiful.
That is absolutely wonderful, Andy. You've brought me to tears.
As I should have. All right, Derek, what's your last card from Tarkir Dragonstorm?
So I tried to hit every color with Tarkir. We had Jeskai with the red, blue, and white. We had Quasi Revenant with the black. I got this from winning a game at my local game store in my little winner's pack. It is the Warden of the Grove. It's a 3 mana, 2 generic, 1 green, 2/2 Hydra that says at the beginning of your end step, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. And then it also says whenever another non-token creature you control enters, it endures X, where X is the number of counters on this creature. Endure was a really good mechanic for this set. So either put X +1/+1 counters on that non-token creature that entered, or you make an XX spirit. And so every end step, this creature gets bigger and bigger. And if you're playing green like I am, you're getting more counters on this guy, so you're getting even bigger creatures. This is just like the Thunder Junction Rhino, where a creature enters with +1/+1 counters equal to his power, but it scales throughout the game with Warden of the Grove. Great for going wide, great for going tall. Love this guy.
The Rhino you're talking about is Railway Brawler.
Yeah.
Absolutely love that guy. Thank you for giving me a copy.
What do you guys think of Tarkir?
9 out of 10. I very much love the set. I can't say it's a perfect set. It was a fantastic set, but I can't just give it perfect.
8 out of 10. Love the monks, the dragons. I love dragons. I did not like these dragons. I thought it was okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you. 8 out of 10. Could have been a lot better. I think this is a set that could have dealt with, if we had more sets, honestly, with this, more cards, more time on the plane, I would have loved that a lot more.
Yeah, that's fair.
We're moving on to Final Fantasy right now, which, If you don't know what Final Fantasy is, I'm really sorry. You gotta Google it yourself, because I don't know what it is either. But my favorite card from Final Fantasy set was Cloud Midgar Mercenary. 2 white for 2/1. When it enters, search your library for an equipment, put it into your hand. And as long as Cloud is equipped, if an ability of Cloud or an equipment attached to it triggers, that ability triggers an additional time. I love this specifically for just cast Cloud, get Skull Clamp, cast Skull Clamp, attach it to Cloud. Skull Clamp triggers twice, you draw 4 cards. I just think that's neat.
Yeah.
And Stoneforge Mystic is my favorite card in Magic, so...
My absolute favorite from this set, not because it's good, but because I think it's just so funny, is a Random Encounter. 6-drop red. Mill the top 4 of your library. Get any of those creatures out onto the battlefield tapped and attacking. It's so stupid. It really is just a random encounter of just, ooh, what are you gonna get? What are you gonna get? And now they're all coming at you. It's just like Final Fantasy. You run into a random counter. It's so
It's
stupid.
all random. You never know what you're going to get.
I love it so much. It's so stupid.
I really like Jill, Shiva's dominant. She's a 2/2 for 2 generic and 1 blue. When she enters, return up to 1 other target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. And then you could pay 5, tap her to turn her into a saga creature. And then her first 2 chapters are target creature can't be blocked this turn, which she's a 4/5 by the way. And then her last chapter says tap all lands your opponents control, then return her to the battlefield. So you're swinging in for lethal, or at least big damage, and then you're tapping everybody out so they are less likely to react. And then she re-enters, so you bounce whatever artifacts they have to hold open for mana. It's just a nasty card for what it is.
It is nasty. Looks really good with the that queen from Eldraine, the Ice Queen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But my second favorite card from Final Fantasy, not technically a real card. It's actually the 0/1 black wizard creature tokens that have whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this token deals 1 damage to each opponent. My favorite card that makes those is right now is Cornered by Black Mages, which is just target opponent sacrifices a creature of their choice. Big fan of Edicts. This one's cheap, and it gives you a little gutter snipe that just sticks around. And being able to cast the spell over and over again and give you a lot more little guys, pretty fun. Not too bad. Very simple. I like it when my spells do more than one thing, and being able to just kind of ping something and cast an instant or sorcery. Or non-creatures, so it just works with artifacts, planeswalkers, whatever I want. The thing about these gutter snipes is that their damage adds up pretty neatly, like just over time. Maybe it's not going to be like you're going to deal 40 damage to them, but you can easily end up doing like 7 to 10 damage over the course of a whole game, which is not nothing. And this is to each opponent, so it's not directly targeted at anyone. So this is just passively, everyone loses.
Yeah.
Baller.
My second favorite of this set is got to go to everybody's sweetheart, Tifa Lockhart. A 1/2 with the landfall. Also only costs 1 and a green. Fantastic. Whenever you play land, double her power until end of turn. And you know what green is really good at? Playing 18 lands in 1 turn. I think the biggest I've gotten her and swung with her was with 30 lands. Had hit the field that turn. And dealt some ridiculous number in the millions. Also, she has trample. Important note. Just stupid, good. It's mono green. Just play land, hit hard. Classic.
Mono green, hit hard. Mono green, hit hard.
Mono green, hit hard. Mono green, hit hard.
I really like the card Ether. I think it's pronounced Ether. It's 3 generic and a blue. It's an artifact. It would be so busted if it didn't have this clause on it. You tap it, it says exile this artifact, add 1 blue mana. When you cast an instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. Oh, so when you cast your next instant or sorcery. So you don't have to use that blue mana specifically on an instant or sorcery, but I'm casting some big bombs in my Cormella, the Glamour Thief deck. So it gets out of hand. I just like that we have more copy options, and this one sticks around, and you can pop it whenever you need it.
Yeah, it's a cool little like rattlesnake kind of card where it's like, all right, you're waiting to accumulate resources, just waiting for it to pop at the right time. You're shaking that can of fizz.
Yeah.
You're just waiting for the right time to just open it up. But my next card is Golbez, Crystal Collector. 1/4 human wizard for Dimir. Whenever an artifact you control enters, surveil 1. It has other words, but I don't care about that. Whenever an artifact enters, surveil 1, of course. Sign me up. Play an artifact, put it in my graveyard, get it back from my graveyard somehow. Get another artifact into my graveyard, get it back somehow, put it into my graveyard. I just love putting things into my graveyard because that's just a hand you can't deal with too easily. It is just passively just accumulating more resources. I would cut off 5 fingers if it meant I got to surveil 1 card.
Are they your fingers?
I never said that.
No.
Folks, I'm looking in the corner of the room. There's like 50 or so fingers.
Remember that episode of American Dad where Stan's boss just has a bunch of fingers on his necklace that he cuts them off if they break Lent?
Oh god, I do remember that one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
What a strange and wonderful show.
Yeah. You know what's strange and wonderful?
What?
Jumbo Cactuar.
Oh boy, Jumbo Cactuar.
Iconic.
8-drop for a 1/7 with the ability 99,999 needles. It gains 900 it's just 9,999. And it gains that much damage whenever you swing with it. It does not have trample built in, but this is green, you do literally anything in that color, you get trample for free, pretty much, or for 1. But what I really, really want to do with this deck is put it in my Xenagos, God of Revels. I don't really... it'll double its power and toughness. But you know what I really want? More than anything? Put that in that deck and to fling it at someone's face for 2,000. I don't care about hitting with it. I just want to throw it at somebody.
Hell yeah.
I have also dreamed of that. My last card I've picked for Final Fantasy is kind of homage to all the lands in the deck or in Final Fantasy, because I love the landscapes from all the islands are so big, beautiful. The mountains are gorgeous. The swamps look deadly and terrifying. The forests looks like you can get lost in them for days. The plains being a broken battlefield and highway. It's all gorgeous. The card I like, it's just a better rampant growth, is the world map for 1 generic. You can pay 1 generic to sacrifice it, look for a basic land, or you can pay 3 to sacrifice it and search for a land card, any land card, put it into your hand and shuffle.
I was heavily considering putting this into my list. I love the world map. I just slot it into almost every deck now, whether it's like a landfall deck or it's just good ramp. I like it more than like a Wayfarer's Bauble because it has that added utility. They power corrupt Wayfarer's Bauble.
It really did.
Like what they do to my boy, but also at the same time, like, ooh, this hotter, younger map.
No, it is truly a world map. It'll take you anywhere.
It is such a world map. It'll give you what you want. I've been searching a lot of fun lands with this card. With this. All right. So, what do we think of Final Fantasy?
For Secret Lair, I'd say it would be a 10 out of 10. Not taking into account to however people feel about Universes Beyond. Excuse me. But I think Final Fantasy fits wonderfly into Magic with all the various classes, with a lot of the iconic characters and the equipment, and the summons. I thought that was very tastefully done, and I thought it was really cool.
So, number?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. I like the saga creatures. I love the lands. It's just not my cup of tea.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. The cards were fine. Cards were cool, fine. Final Fantasy is just not for me, so it was really hard for me to latch onto things. It was hard for me to get kind of on a nostalgia train for it, which doesn't dissuade. A lot of these cards were very powerful and are very fun to play with. But in terms of sets, I know Magic could do better. And, this year has been very good for lands decks. Like, I think the first half of the year was big for artifact decks. Second half of the year was big for lands decks. I think that's kind of like the split dichotomy, because we're going to talk about Edge of Eternities now, which had huge land mechanics. And I know 2 out of my 3 are all land-based cards. But I'll start off with my favorite blue land card. That really cool card, Consult the Star Charts. For 1 in a blue instant, and it's kicker for 1 in a blue. Look at the top X cards of your library, X the number of lands you control. Put one of those cards into your hand. If spell's kicked, put 2 cards instead. It's simple. It's going back to our discussion of if one color can do it, another color needs 2 colors to do it. Blue can do this while Golgari has Pillage the Bog, which is a very similar card where you look at double the amount of cards, but you only get 1.
It's so good.
Great card. And, why not play both? Play Sultai lands. Codis was the number 1 commander from Dragons and Tarkir. We had a big Sultai push this year. I think Sultai was kind of like the winner in terms of like cards that got boosted. But Consult the Star Charts is such a powerful card. So simple, so slick. It's a dig through time. Costs a little bit more mana, but that's the thing about but it can also just find more cards. It just finds you what you want. Artifacts are just very good at finding other artifacts. Or I'm a big fan of cards that let you find other cards, not necessarily in like a tutory kind of way, but more in just like okay, what's the best card that I can get right now and right in front of me? And this lets you dig a little deeper, but it doesn't give you the exact option of what is the best card overall in my deck. It gives you a little bit of a perspective almost. It forces you to narrow in and kind of forces you to look at certain options rather than every option.
That's pretty dope.
But you know what's even doper than that, Andy?
I don't think anything's doper than Consulting Star Charts.
100 damage!
Okay.
Up to 1 target creature. Donsire, Sunstar Dreadnought, you put 10 station counters on it. That's so easy to do. And you know what? Whenever you swing with anything, not specifically with the spaceship, but with anything on your board, does 100 damage. And that combos off with, you put a Brash Taunter on the field, a Stuffy Doll, I believe it is. That anything that redirects damage. Tolroth, God of Fury. With God of Fury, you deal it to one thing, and then it goes all to the controller. And what are you going to do about 100 damage, Andy?
Not a whole lot.
Not a whole lot. And it's not combat damage either. You're not fogging that away.
I can't fog that away. Yeah, you're right.
It's blowing something up. It is just...
It's killing someone.
It's killing someone or something.
One of my favorite videos of like Commander gameplay I saw this year was an Elder Dragon hijinks, where 2 people were playing Donsire decks. And they were just like, oh, we're allies. We're allies. We're fine. We're going to take care of everyone else.
That's hilarious.
It was a very sick deck.
I love that they just put a Death Star uncanonically in Magic.
Yeah, I love that
Yeah.
too. Magic, we had a lot of Magic first this year. First Dung Beetle car, first Death Star.
I think there was actually a Dung Beetle car in the New Capenna set.
All right, hush. What's your next card?
My next card is Mutinous Massacre. This one's really funny. It's a 7-mana sorcery, 3 generic, 2 black, and 2 red. You choose odd or even. Destroy each creature with a mana value of the chosen quality. Then gain control of all creatures until end of turn. Untap them, they gain haste until end of turn. And it says 0 is even. It is so mean. It's so good. It's a board wipe that if you're playing in Rakdos, you could with some you can make it one-sided if you're playing with this in mind, playing all odd mana value deck, and then just blow everything up and take Token Timmy, all his stuff, and just swing it everywhere else. I love this. It's so good. And the art on it's pretty sick. Not the one where the 2 aliens are staring each other down, but the one where it's like a giant sword plummeting into the planet.
Oh, have you seen? I love this one where it's just like a robot going ham on a dinosaur.
What?
This one? Have you?
No, that's sick though.
That is awesome.
Yeah, that one's cool. That's a really cool card. I love that type of board wipe, and it's also just kind of like a game ender as well.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, okay, who has the biggest thing? All right. I'll pick that mana value to gain control of.
Absolutely. Especially in Commander when you're taking everybody's creatures.
And speaking of commanders where you take everyone's creatures, this one doesn't take any creatures, but it is one of my favorite commanders from the year. It is Raygost, Deft Gastronaut. No, it's not Deft Punk, but it is hitting harder, better, faster, and stronger than before. Your food decks are insane because it's a Lobster Citizen 2/2 for Boros. Artifacts you control are food in addition to their other types. And have pay 2 generic and tap, sacrifice it, you gain 3 life. You can pay 1 and tap Raygost to sack a food and deals 3 damage to each opponent. At the beginning of your end step, if you gained life, you untap Raygost. There's a card, one of my favorite cards, is a card called Nuka-Cola Vending Machine. Came out last year. Great card, but it basically says whenever you sacrifice a food, you get a treasure. Raygost basically makes it so that way all your treasures are foods. So you sacrifice a treasure, you get, which is a food, which triggers Nuka-Cola Vending Machine, so you get a treasure, which is also a food. You sacrifice that, and it just creates this little loop if you have an artifact sacrifice outlet, which something like Krark Clan Ironworks gives you infinite mana. Something like Krark Clan Friarberks gives you infinite Urkers. Listen, if you prove to me that's not a real card,
I don't believe you, Andy.
that's what I thought.
You are a known liar, Andy.
I am not a known liar. I have 0 fingers on my hands, and I will hurt you. I have nothing to lose. I have no fingers left to lose.
But you got wrists to lose.
Andy chopped them all off and then threw them at us with
The thing
Raygost.
is that if I chop off my wrists, then I'll just have a new wrist that's a lot lower.
Okay, but I'll just keep doing that until you're back to the shoulder.
Until I'm all wrists. Until my shoulders are wrists.
Carve out the shoulder.
Don't play aristocrats, kids.
A
This
wrist
is what happens.
aristocrats.
You'll sacrifice everything for value and end up with nothing.
Is this how the average aristocrat player thinks? If I chop off all my fingers and my wrist and my arm, I might be able to throw it at them.
Yo,
Probably, honestly, yeah.
That's my
Like,
Rakdos deck. How many guys can I sacrifice before I find my combo?
how many limbs does it take to sacrifice in order to win the game? Let's find out. 1. Ow! 2.
Ow!
3.
Ow!
My limbs!
My leg!
All right, Scotty, talk about Ice Till Explorer.
Ice Till Explore. Who doesn't like some extra landfall shenanigans? Am I right, folks?
You damn right. He was on my list, too.
He is a fantastic piece in just about anything. Goddamn.
Yeah, but what does he do?
I'm trying to look it up right now, but I'm spelling it horribly wrong.
She
Here we go.
ice on my till till I Explorer.
Sure does! It is a 4-cost 2/4 in green, Insect Scout. You can play an additional land on each of your turns. Fantastic. Who doesn't want an extra land? Derek, do you want an extra land?
You can play extra lands with that card?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first thing it says.
And lands from your graveyard. Okay.
Yeah. It is a Crucible of the World, play an extra land, and whenever a land enters, mill a card. Because, you might just mill another land, and then you know what you can do, Derek?
Play another land.
Play another land.
This is going in my Sultai deck.
It's so stupid. It's so good.
It's such an amazing
It's such
card.
ridiculousness.
It's so good.
I would even go as far to say it's redonkulous.
I love it when you're playing cards that are just like, oh, you took a normal game action in Magic here. Good pet. And it's just, they're just slowly petting you and telling you you're doing a good job. And this is one of those cards where it's like, oh, you played a land? Here, put a card in your graveyard. Here. Oh, did you not want that land too? Here, you can play it. You can play it again this turn. It's so cool. It's an Insect Scout. It has the perfect bug eyes out of any insect in Magic the Gathering.
Absolutely. He's got some, grapes for eyes.
Mm-hmm. Grape eyes.
He is friend-shaped, I'll say that.
He is friend-shaped. Come, join me in the sun. He's literally just trying to dig into the sun.
Yeah.
That's his
Though
flavor.
he has some
Classic bug.
strange fingers. Like, they're real pointy on the backside.
Oh,
He
yeah.
could smack the absolute piss out of you.
Oh, damn.
Like, tear your face off.
but
with
it's also
that.
only it's only 2 power.
Is he
It
a
is only 2 power.
It's
Yeah, it's
only
a
2
2/4.
power. You know, he can block Skirmish Rhino.
Yeah, actually.
That is true. But at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, that is as strong as a bear, but tougher than a bear.
Exactly.
He's a lover, not a fighter.
But can he get it, Derek?
You know what I'm gonna do to him? He'll get my Arch Enemy's Charm. Arch Enemy's Charm is my favorite black instant. It's 3 black pips. It says choose one. Exile target creature or planeswalker. Return 1 or 2 target creature or planeswalker cards from your graveyard to your hand, or put 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature you control. It gains lifelink until end of turn. So I'm gonna have to exile your buddy there. But also the utility on this in a mono black deck is nuts, because you're already playing in your graveyard, you freaky little monster. You're already gaining life because you're playing black and you're using life as a resource, but you're also buffing your guys, and you have the option to remove a planeswalker or a creature from the game forever, maybe.
Sensational.
Forever.
I need to run planeswalkers in order to make this work, but it's still a really solid card for any mono black deck, and the art on it is just phenomenal. The Edge of Eternity arts are just out of this world.
So good. Do you think it'd be worth it to Dark Ritual into Arch Enemy's Charm to get rid of someone's mana dork?
Honestly, yes. You gotta bolt that bird.
Mm-hmm. You gotta... That bird, my is my nemesis.
Yeah, you can't be tapping for 1 mana of any color.
But you know what I hope you don't exile?
What?
I don't hope you don't exile my Cosmogoyf.
Not the Cosmogoyf.
Not the Cosmogoyf.
For a green and a black one, Golgari. Elemental Lurgoyf. This creature's power is equal to the number of cards you own in exile, and its toughness is equal to that number, +1. Cool card. If you cast Tainted Pact, exile a bunch of cards. This guy is just a huge dork.
What a
And
dork.
yeah, but I love it for the flavor text of Alert, Cosmogoyf. Recommended action, run. PSS Eric's the shipboard computer final transmission. It's literally like just an alien out there on the loose. But it's like the idea of a magic monster being an alien to anyone else. I love that. Because Lurgoyfs are common in Dominaria and in other sets. But here, it's literally just this phantasmal, like, xenomorph that I love. I like that it went like that.
We love exiling things, specifically from our graveyard in green and black.
Oh, you...
Absolutely.
Oh, looks like someone Arch Enemy's turned my bird, and now my Cosmogoyf is bigger.
Scott, what do you like in Edge of Eternities?
For my final card, gotta be Frenzied Baloth. Another great, just mono green card. Green has been eating this year, I gotta say. Frenzied Baloth, this spell can't be countered. Trample, haste. Creature spells you control can't be countered. Combat damage can't be prevented. You want the blue player? You want to do anything to me? No! Stop it! Get some help! Get away from there! You can't touch my creatures. Don't let them enter my board. For 2 green as well on a 3/2 trample haste, that's pretty solid. I mean, for the trample haste part, you only really need that in like formats like standard, I would think. Not so much in commander. It's a little too small to be swinging consistently, but the effects are very nice, especially only for 2 mana.
Someone at the R&D team really hates Turbo Fog decks. They really said, you can't prevent this.
No, there actually is a reason for that. You see, there's a Magic designer named Gavin Verhey who tells the story a lot about how when he first got onto the team, he kept trying to make Turbo Fog decks work in every format where he was testing cards, and that led to the rise in cards that say damage can't be prevented. Most notably Skullcrack, which is from Gatecrash, Dragon's Maze, where it's like a 3 mana damage spell and it makes so damage can't be prevented this turn. It was created just to prevent these Turbo Fog decks. So anytime I see a damage can't be prevented creature, I'm always like, What did Gavin do to make everyone upset there?
That's actually really funny. I did not know that. Since we're wrapping up Edge of Eternities, I got a shout out to the spacecraft artifact type, the Suraima. I think I'm pronouncing that wrong, but it's okay. When it enters, you search your library for a legendary creature, reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle. You can station it up to 7 to give it flying, and other tapped legendary creatures you control have indestructible. If you're playing white and board wipes and you have a bunch of tapped legendary creatures, you're safe. You're chilling. It's also 3 mana, 1 generic and 2 white. Just a great spell, great tutor.
Sure does.
Great tutor. Yeah,
Hardly know her.
damn near killed her.
Yuck.
So, what do we think of Edge of Eternities?
10 out of 10.
I agree, 10 out of 10.
I thought it was an 8 out of 10, personally.
Yeah, well, this is a perfect set for the cool people here, you know.
What did you not like about it?
I'll be quite frank here. I think a lot of my personal bias comes from the fact that I just did not pull anything I wanted from the set, so I didn't get to play with any of the
Singles.
cool cards.
This is why you buy singles, Scott.
Yeah, I also didn't
You're
buy
the
much.
slut. You know about the hot singles in this area.
I wanted to buy more cards from it, but online when I was looking at the prices, I went, "Whoa, I am broke as shit right now."
They dropped a lot.
They dropped a lot. There was a lot of stuff in that time, and I had just done work on my card that was expensive.
Yeah, you know what, Scott? When your birthday comes around, we'll look at some of the Edge of Eternity
We'll get
cards.
you some Ice Till Explorers, buddy.
Yeah.
I did get my Ice Till Explorer and my Frenzy Baloth. I did get those too. I also pulled a Endstone, which I did give to Derek for Christmas.
Tell me about the Glacier Leviathan, George.
I very much did want to get the Station Gaia's Cradle.
I
I would have loved one of those.
I'm really upset that Edge of Eternities, as beautiful and amazing as it was overshadowed by the set that came after it. That I frankly haven't played with any of these cards. I bought a couple packs, but Spider-Man.
Hardly know her, man.
It's just I did
Yes.
not like that set.
On the sheet that we have where it's all favorite cards, Scott did not list any cards.
I've only opened one pack one pack of the set because it was given to me. I did not care for anything. The only interesting card that I've seen from it was Anti-Venom, and everything else was just kind of to me. And even then, Anti-Venom is not my particular cup of tea. I've seen it work well as a commander, but it's just the whole set. It looks nice. It does not play nice, and I hate web slinging. I think it's a bad mechanic.
All right, well, when we get to you to explain your favorite cards, you have to tell us one favorite story from your past year. How about that?
That works for me.
So, Derek, why don't you start us off?
I have not played with any of these Spider-Man cards. Most of them I got from your bulk, Andy, but I will say I have seen people play this, and I love this variation of it, is Fleam Gobin's creation, specifically the Magic the Gathering online version of the Green Goblin card. I love Green Goblin's discard Mayhem clause. I love that people go crazy with it and you filter through your whole deck and just cast a bunch of shit for real cheap. Very cool. Also, Fleam is iconic. We love Fleam. Please print Fleam, Wizards of the Coast. Make him on cardboard.
Yeah, my favorite card from this set was also like Norman Osborn Green Goblin. Just like the backside of just discarding cards and just, you know me, I love discarding cards, so that way I could replay them at a much cheaper value. Goes really, really good with that Magmakin Artillerist all the way back in Aether Drift.
Yo, for real.
But I want to talk about a card you might probably not know, and if you haven't played it, probably don't know. Bioorganic Carapace for 2 and Azorius artifact equipment. When this equipment enters, attach a target creature you control. Whenever a creature gets +2/+2, equipped creature gets +2/+2 and has whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card for each modified creature you control. Modified means it's equipped, has auras or counters.
That's
pretty
a
good.
Crazy card draw engine.
Yeah, it's a great card draw engine. I like it, especially in decks where you can clone artifacts. And you can just create multiple bioorganic carapaces, and you just end up drawing a bajillion cards from one creature. Yeah, not much to say about it. Very fun equipment. Scott.
Yes. Would you like a story?
Yes, that's why I said Scott.
All right. So one of my favorite stories of this year was on Halloween, the spookiest of nights, in which I went up to New Paltz, New York, up to the college at New Paltz, and I was there as Mario and my buddy as Luigi. So we go to a local house playing rock covers of various SpongeBob songs. And, the pit's kind of just moving a little bit. So you know what I do? Andy, you know what I do?
What do you do?
So the guy in front of me, I give him a little shove. And he turns around and he goes, huh? I go, come on. I hit my chest. He's signaling for him to push me. So he pushes me. And so the chain starts. The mosh begins.
You're Mario Mashin.
I was Mario Mashin. No one was safe. Not even me. I ate it a couple times. And at one point, as if we were in one of the Mario RPG games, Mario and Luigi locked hands and started spinning around, smacking ourselves into as many people as physically possible. It was absolutely ridiculous. I have ended up on their Instagram in one of the most iconic pictures I have of me.
Hell yeah.
I've been on the receiving end of that attack at a different mosh pit that we were at.
I remember that.
Shit's hard to come back from.
Oh, you know what's hard to come back from? Iron Spider Stark upgrade.
That is hard to come back from.
3 mana legendary artifact creature Spider Hero for 2/3 with vigilance. Tap, put a +++ counter on each artifact creature and or vehicle you control. And you can pay 2 generic, remove 2 counters from among artifacts you control, draw a card. Amazing. I love putting +++ counters on artifact creatures with like modular abilities. And one of my favorite cards is Mindless Automaton, which just says remove 2 counters from it and you draw a card. You know what I would do to not have to cut off one of my fingers in order to draw a card?
What would you do, Andy?
I'd pay 2 mana and remove 2 counters from among artifacts I control.
That seems very reasonable, Andy. Please stop cutting off fingers.
I want to remove 2 counters from your hands, Andy.
No, my digits. How am I going to get +2/+2 now?
How are we going to recreate the imposter syndrome card if you don't have any fingers to point at me? 6 mana, 2 blue, and 4 generic is whenever a non-token creature you control deals combat damage to a player, create a token that's a copy of it, except it isn't legendary. That's ridiculous. Think of all of but Spider-Man.
Yeah, there's an imposter among us. Wow.
I want pictures of Spider-Man on my desk today.
No. You can't say that pictures of Spider-Man was one of your cards. You have to give us a story about 2025 instead.
Wait, was that actually a card?
Yes, there's a card called Pictures of Spider-Man.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that's so
We can
silly.
get you pictures of Spider-Man on your desk right now if you wanted.
No, I'm okay.
Oh, okay.
I was just making a silly
Mr.
Spider-Man
makes a
reference.
big deal out of it, and then
Yeah.
is like, "No, I'm fine."
I didn't know. You know what? No, I'll take it now. I'll take it.
No. You made your truest
know what?
wishes.
You know what I'm
Your
gonna.
true desires are confirmed to us all.
You know what I'm gonna do for that card, Andy?
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna chop off 2 of your fingers.
Hey, don't be Mr. Negative over here.
Ah!
5 generic and black and white, a legendary human villain with vigilance and lifelink, with a very interesting ability to it's called Dark Force Inversion. When Mr. Negative enters, you may exchange life totals with target opponent. If you lost life this way, draw that many cards. He's a 5/5, so you're gaining the life back. You're draining yourself and then flickering him to gain all that life back, hopefully.
Well, see, here's the thing: real ones don't gain the life back. The real ones just draw the cards.
Yeah, and then you win.
Yeah. Like, listen, don't be a coward.
I mean, it could save you from losing the game too.
It could.
It could.
But
I play with the risk. Live on the edge. You know, you're Mr. Negative, okay? You're not Mr. Optimistic.
Live on the edge of eternities.
Yes, and we can finally move on to a good set again.
How do you feel about Spider-Man?
Comics, 10 out of 10. Hero, 10 out of 10. Most movies, I'm going to give an 8 out of 10, specifically the Raimi trilogy. They really hold up a lot of the other end. The Holland movies are very fun. Garfield movies, a little overhated, but they're also very unpolished. This set, I'm going to give a 3 out of 10. Some of the cards are just the good cards are boring, and everything else is just kind of eh.
1 out of 10. Too many spider people.
0 out of 10. Bad stuff. Bad things.
But
All
let
around.
us move on now to Avatar, The Last Airbender. Our final set of the year. One of my most anticipated sets because Universes Beyond, it's a joke in the community, but it is true. Universes Beyond is always sucky until it's something you really love. And I love Avatar so much. It is my comfort show. Perfect show, 10 out of 10. Watched it live, watched it approximately 100 times since then. But my favorite card was also my favorite character from the show. It's Wan Shi Tong, Librarian, the giant fucking owl. Her ex blue for a bird spirit. Can we just appreciate that? Bird spirit.
We like birds. And
Mono blue
spirits.
spirit?
Yeah.
With flash, flying, vigilance, keyword soup. Eat it. Eat it, dragon sniper.
Flash is crazy.
When it enters, put X plus counters on him, then draw half of X cards. So it's 4 mana to draw 1 card, but he gets 2 counter. But it's a 3/3. And whenever an opponent searches their library, put a +1/+1 counter on Wan Shi Tong and draw a card. Searching your library happens a lot just for a lot of incidental reasons in Commander, like rampant growth, searching for a land. And unlike Opposition Agent, which actively punishes you for trying to play lands and help make your deck function, Wan Shi Tong just gets you a little extra profit. It's like, hey, I already had all my lands. I didn't need to search anything else. I'll just profit off a little bit. I don't care what I'm going to get. You care what you're going to get. I don't care what I want. All right? I'm going to skim a little off the top. And I love him. It's also a big owl.
But you know what I love? I love taking other people's turns. And that's why I love Secret Bloodbending. It's sometimes fun to just be evil as shit. It's 4 blue to control someone's next combat step. That's pretty good. But you waterbend 10, you control their whole next turn. You will have to exile it. But, you're playing blue. Odds are you're going to cast that spell more than once, even if you have to exile it. You copy it a couple times. It's a potential win con if you can copy it infinitely. Because then you choose everyone's turns. And then, just play solitaire. 4-player solitaire. I think it's also really flavorful for the scene. And I like the funny art in which she's controlling the rats. Albeit in the show, wasn't so funny.
Yeah. It's terrifying, frankly.
Absolutely.
I love waterbending so much. Great mechanic.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, the mechanics in this set were on par.
They were on point. I could not ask for anything better.
Secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel through the mountains. Secret tunnel.
It's a cave.
It is a cave.
This land can't be blocked.
It sure can't.
It taps for a colorless mana. And it also has pay 4, tap it, and 2 target creatures you control that share creature type can't be blocked this turn. Great for your earthbending and swinging your secret tunnel at people.
This land can't be blocked.
I love
That's the best line of text in all of 25.
Yeah.
This is where Magic is right now. And it's perfect. I love it.
It's so good.
It's a better Rogue's Passage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little, yeah. It's just, yeah, it can't
Yeah,
be
it really
blocked.
Can't
It
be blocked.
itself is more rogue than the Rogue's Passage.
Absolutely.
The Rogue's Passage can't make itself unblockable and attack on the same turn.
It's only $2.
Yeah. Fantastic card.
Fantastic card. You know what's also a fantastic card?
What?
Wan Shi Tong, Librarian. We already talked about him, but I want to talk about his planetarium now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
The planetarium of Wan Shi Tong. For 6 mana, legendary artifact, you pay 1 and tap, scry 2. And it also just has, whenever you scry or surveil, look at the top card of your library. You may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Do this only once each turn. You look at the card after you scry or surveil.
What the fuck?
You just pay stuff for free. You just cast the top card of your library for free.
Gross.
Whenever you scry or surveil, scrying or surveil, they give you that as a treat at the doctor's office for doing a good job and not being scared of the needles. Like,
This is a land?
this is an artifact.
It's an artifact, sorry.
Yeah. Like, it just does this.
That's fucked up. That's going to
Yeah.
my Glarb deck.
Yeah. It's
Jesus
so good.
Christ.
Yeah, imagine your Glarb deck is just, I'm just going to cast my Yargle and Multani for free. I just cast my...
Yeah,
I
let me
surveilled
cast
two-
Emrakul for
Free.
tapping my commander.
Yeah.
And there's so many ways to get cards on the top of your library. So many tutors that just
Yeah.
put them up there.
Yeah. I'll play this Temple of Malady, scry 1. Okay, I'll put Ulamog onto the battlefield.
Yeah, holy shit.
You don't even put it on. You cast it, so you get all the cast triggers.
Yeah, let me play
God.
Worldly Tutor and find my Mimeoplasm real quick.
Yeah. It will have some
That's so gross.
That is
Wait,
ridiculous.
What's the CMC on that?
6 generic.
Oh, okay.
It's
So
reasonable. It's like I get to cheat out every creature in my deck. I get to cheat out every spell in my deck.
Yeah.
It's 6 mana, yeah.
as long
Go
as you have a Scry or Surveil engine,
Yeah,
you can consistently make that happen.
exactly. Very powerful card. I love it so much. It's broken. Like,
You don't know an also really strong and powerful card? Fire Lord Azula.
Oh god.
Grixis in 1, Firebending 2. Whenever you attack, you get double the spells. You get a copy of that shit for free. And blue already has so many ways of giving everything else flash. And then you throw red and black in there. You throw your cruel ultimatums in there. There's so many disgusting things that you can do. I've been slowly building this deck for a little while now. I'm not the greatest Grixis player, I'll admit, but I'm slowly putting it together, and I'm going to make the most disgusting thing I've ever made. I think.
If you can give everything flash, then yeah, you can cast any spell and copy it, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
it's not. It's any spell.
Yeah, play your Vidalcan Oris or Leyline of Anticipation.
And the Firebending too is just a little treat on top.
High Fey Trickster. It's like Cormella, but more interpersonal and punching you in the face.
Exactly. That's what I want.
Yeah.
I love punching people directly in their stupid faces when they're looking at me and we're playing a friendly game of Magic the Gathering.
I wish I could punch, but, no fingers.
Yeah. Only weird slaps.
It was worth it for drawing a card.
I
When you cut off all your toes and you draw 3 lands?
I see your is it with Mean Black, but I raise you Sokka, Tenacious Tactician in Jeskai +1, Menace and Prowess, which is nuts. Other allies you control have Prowess, but how do you get allies? Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, make a 1/1 ally creature token. Dude, this guy's a combo machine.
It reminds me very much of basically all the Narset cards.
Yeah.
It would go well in any of those decks and would have Narsets be great in there.
Yeah, Sokka's great. We love Jeskai equipment and Prowess, and Allies is such a good creature type too. Can't wait to build this or make an avatar deck with this in the 99.
Yeah. Also, piece of advice: if you do make that deck, Leering Emblem, it just gives prowess. Pretty much.
The otter from Bloomborough Bria gives all your creatures prowess, and then whenever you cast a non-creature spell, they become unblockable.
Oh my
Or
god.
a creature becomes unblockable, so you just start storming off and make all your allies unblockable.
Damn.
Prowess has been such.
You know
a
why
fun thing to
I
build around.
really hate that? Because my next card, it cares all about blocking. It's the Walls of Ba Sing Se.
Yo!
8 mana, 0/30.
Ridiculous.
Defender wall, other permanents you control have indestructible. 0/30.
So big.
0/30.
But you can fly right over it.
Yeah, if you're Wan Shi Tong, a librarian. But it also just gives all your other stuff indestructible. So it's really fun, like Avacyn type of deck. I love it in Phoenix, where you could just where he has the ability to give all your other creatures tap. They target player mills cards equal to their toughness. So it's just tap, mill 30, and give your whole board indestructible.
That with like an untap engine is gross.
Your horseshoe crab.
Yo, for real.
Your Acercron Scepter. Dramatic reversal. Walls of Bossing say Phoenix.
Whoa.
We did it. We broke Isochron Scepter dramatic reversal.
Yeah, no way.
We did it, Joe.
We did it, guys.
But you know what? You know what flavor thing I'm really happy about that card with?
What?
Fire Nation's Drill still destroys it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that they did that.
Yeah.
Just blows it up.
I love my vehicles this year.
They've been great. People the same. They've been great.
What does it do?
Let me double check that.
When it enters, it destroys target creature with power 4 or less.
Oh. Well, if the wall is indestructible, does it
No,
get
it gives
destroyed?
other permanents indestructible. Other permanents.
Other permanents. Gotcha.
It itself does not have indestructible.
Heard.
Also has the ability, pay 1 generic. Permanents your opponents control lose hexproof and indestructible until end of turn.
It does that too.
Crew 2, it's a 6/3 for 4 and mono black.
It also has trample.
Yeah. Honestly, fantastic card.
Yeah, great card.
You know,
Plus I pulled the cool art of that
Yeah.
one.
that is pretty
The
cool.
cool art thing just looks like Sensei's Divining Top.
Yeah.
And so I'm just going to use that as my proxy.
Toph, the first metal bender, is just a combo machine in Naya colors with 1 generic, a 3/3. Non-token artifacts you control are lands in addition to their other types. And then at the beginning of your end step, Earthbend 2. She's good. She's so good.
She's so good.
I believe it's Sun Zenith that she goes infinite with in an uninteractable way.
Ooh.
So it just draws out the game instantly. There's no way to resolve it.
I love combos like that.
They're so silly.
They're so... Like, what do you mean the game can't... What do you mean? It's a board game. What do you mean it decided that's going on forever?
It's like a computer crashing.
Yeah, it's like... We could just choose to ignore that.
What do you
Oh,
mean my
God.
game
It
crashed?
combos with Stasis Coffin? Oh, no.
It combos with so much.
I have Stasis Coffin. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
And
You could be comboing.
I could be getting protection from everything.
A, B, C. A, always. B, B, C, comboing.
Yeah.
Agreed. But you know what's great for getting me out of those infinite combos?
Appa, Steadfast Guardian.
Oh, yeah. It is a fantastic card. Even if I lost mine anteing, albeit Andy was gracious enough to give me another copy, just not the cool foil alternate full art. But fantastic card. You can flash him in. He is steadfast and will guard all your creatures up in the air. Whenever he enters, you can airbend any number of your permanents, I believe, or non-land permanents. Just get them all the hell out of there. They'll have earthbending too. You can cast, or they'll have earthbending. You pay 2, you get them all. You get them back. So board wipe's coming down. Appa is there for you. You're feeling down? Appa is there for you. Your girlfriend just left you? Appa's there for you. And he'll earthbend you or airbend you away.
You took the wrong pills. Appa's there for you. Your Honda Civic didn't make it back.
Appa's there for you.
I love it when Appa's there for you. You know?
You forgot your water bottle after soccer practice?
Appa's there for you.
Your dad didn't pick you up from soccer practice.
Appa's there for you.
You got beat up by the older kids at soccer practice.
Appa's there for you. You just got fired from your 12th job. Appa's there for you.
That 12th job was goalie on your Little League soccer team.
Appa's there for you.
When you escape Wan Shi Tong's library.
Appa's not there for you.
He was gone. He was taken.
They stole him. They took him.
It was a heartless act.
It
those
was-
monster sandbenders. That feels like a weird thing to say in a post 9/11 world. That feels I apologize.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
But yeah, I think that was I don't know if Aang actually. I think he killed that insect in Rage. I think it was the only thing he canonically killed.
Yeah, Aang crashed the fuck
I'm
out.
talking about
reasonably
he
so.
killed it.
He did kill
Oh, Aang is a pretty great character.
Great character.
it. The only problem I had with this set was the copy and paste screenshots onto the magic cards.
Yeah.
I will admit some of them were funny,
Mhm.
but they could have done better.
I did try and get a refund because my Valakut was blurry.
Really?
I tried to.
That's wild.
You know, I totally understand it, but for whatever reason, I just love them. They're so silly. I love them all. And they remind me of a great show that I loved as a child.
Hell yeah.
It's okay to be wrong, Scott.
So, what
And
would
you know,
we-
it's okay to get your ass beat.
Yeah, it is.
all right, gentlemen.
Hi.
What are we gonna give this Avatar set on a numeric scale? Personally, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. It was good. I enjoyed it. I wasn't blown away by the quality of the cards, but it made up for a lot of like nostalgia and my appreciation for the show. I think it really did translate the mechanics of the show really well into the game.
Honestly, I'm going with a 9 out of 10. Again, for the nostalgia. It was a fantastic set. I really liked how they took all of the various bendings and gave them their own unique flavors. I think they did them all very well. The only thing I'd maybe tweak is firebending a little bit. I don't know how. Maybe something with doing damage to creatures or something. But I'm no game designer. That could have been absolutely stupidly busted. So, I'm going to leave that one to the professionals. Still, what we got is fantastic. And even if people hate them, I love those bonus arts, the bonus sheets. If you don't want them, I'll take them. I'll take your cards.
There you go.
I'm gonna also give it a 7 out of 10 because I think in a limited format it's very fun and it brought back some really interesting types like allies and lessons, but I don't think that a lot of the pieces that I like are going to contribute to the decks that I have. So I feel like I want to build decks around these cards rather than include them in the decks that I enjoy.
Perfect.
That's fair.
Well, this brings us to the end of all the sets, our little recap, talking about our favorite cards from 2025. We talked about a lot of them, approximately 18 cards. Some other ones came up. So let's just go around. Derek, what was your favorite commander of 2025?
I'm kind of surprised that I didn't have any new commanders from this year, except for Caradora and Lagarin for my mounts deck. Those are two legendary creatures that go together. Both can pilot my deck. It's +1/+1 counters mounts. Super chill. No real thought behind it. Maybe one infinite combo in there. Go mounts.
For me, I gotta go with Fire Lord Azula. I love just getting free shit. It does take a little bit of setup with getting your stuff flash. I'm kind of surprised I went with the Azula, to be honest. I don't think I've built any decks with a commander from 25. But still, Azula's a great card. And I'm looking forward to actually finally building her.
Yeah, I got to give it to my lobster chef, my crustaceous boy, cooking up a meal that's going to kill all of you, but not in like a food poisoning way, but more in a, oh my God, this was amazing. I'm going to burn down this island now. But I do want to take this time to give a shout out to Shadow the Hedgehog. He had a great album. He had a great music video that came out this year. I'm sorry, Taylor. I'll give the mic right back to you. But Shadow the Hedgehog, 2 black, 2 red, 4/2 Hedgehog mercenary with haste. When it attacks, when Shadow the Hedgehog or another creature you control with flash or haste dies, you draw a card, and it has chaos control. Each spell you cast has split second if mana from an artifact is spent to cast it. Your spells are getting cast. Sonic Shadow is too fast for anyone. Too fast for blue decks.
That is pretty ridiculous. I can't even lie.
Pretty cool.
I love Rakdos.
I love them. But this brings us to the end of the ScrubPod podcast. Thank you so much for making this a very eventful technically first year. It's been 3 months. Can you believe it?
What?
Yeah. 3 months of providing the highest quality of entertainment. I am, of course, have been Andy.
I've been deck building Derek.
I've unfortunately been Slutty Scott.
Yay! And thank you all so much for joining us today. Please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Love thy neighbor. Attack your local Nazi. Throw a bottle at your senator. Do whatever you can to make the ScrubPod podcast unforgettable.
We're punk as fuck.
We're punk as fuck.
And eat some fruit. Please, take care of yourself.
Eating fruit is punk as fuck.
Agreed.
Remember, listeners, we love you.
We do love you.
As my classic quote goes, I love you.